Wait for those lights. Long hold. Lights out, away we go, and here comes the BMW trying to find space. It's Rob Collard on a charge. Mike Jordan was pretty quick off the line, but Collard's already alongside Adam Jones. Giovanni's up there as well, and it's going to be Collard who leads into the first corner. Rob Collard, all contact behind Jordan and Jackson. Jackson through the gravel and comes back on again. Tim, you did that earlier.
Yeah, it won't cost him any damage to the car, but it certainly cost him a lot of positions.
Well, he's got back on again. Oh, big slide for Matt Neal as well. That was a very good start by Rob Collard, though. As we know, those BMWs are fast. Bit of bumper damage to Jackson's car. It's Collard leading. Giovanni in second place. Mike Jordan and Adam Jones battling next up. Then Matt Neal and Colin Turkington.
Yeah, let's hope that rear bumper doesn't come off anymore, because otherwise he's going to be in trouble with the clerk. Of course, he could potentially be black flagged. One of the two Seats got past him, and obviously this is their best chance, having been first and third in dry qualifying, as one of the Vauxhalls gets sideways.
Plato's the lead Seat at the moment in that group. It's Collard leading, Giovanni second, then Jones and Jordan third and fourth, then Matt Neal in fifth, Turkington sixth, then I think it's Jason Plato in seventh. Matt Jackson's dropped down to eighth. Darren Turner is in ninth place. Great battle up front, but also in this group of cars here, as Matt Jackson, after that trip through the gravel, trying to make up for it. What a day of contrasting fortunes it's been for Matt Jackson here today. There's Gordon Shedden just trying to move his way up the order as well. John George in the immaculate-looking JAG car, looking immaculate at the moment. Let's hope it stays that way this time. There's Tom Chilton getting alongside Darren Turner at the back end of the top 10. Chilton in the orange Team Halfords car, side by side with Darren Turner as the leaders turn into Clairvaux. Top few cars coming through pretty much one at a time, but Turner staying ahead of Tom Chilton. Something went flying, but I'm not quite sure.
Plato, the first one to knock the little plastic post out of the way so they can straight line that little bit of chicane. Good run out of the chicane there from Giovanni. He's super brave through there. Back on board with Jackson, following Collard through here. Now Jackson's trying to go around the outside. Collard does make it on the dry line, breaks late and gets across in front, but Jackson's hung out to dry. Little contact there on the right with Jordan. Tiniest contact was enough to send him wide.
Well, we've had a change of lead. Look, Giovanni's got in front. He managed to squeeze past Rob Collard as we were looking at the replay at the start. He snuck through, and it's now the championship leader who's out in front, but the safety car has been called. We've got to send somebody else's off as oh, and that's John Chalmers. What did I say about an immaculate car? I spoke too soon.
Yeah, and that's at the exit of the Jim Clark S's, so that could be serious, but it's a very high-speed section of the course. We saw Giovanni lining up the pass on Collard. He was very fast through the chicane, and he clearly got through, but the rest of them still racing the final part of the lap.
Yeah, everyone racing to the line. Giovanni leading this race. He'll lead them across the line to Collard in second. Adam Jones in third. Mike Jordan in fourth. Matt Neal in fifth. Look at the lot behind them. And Plato, where's he going?
And Jackson's got through. Jackson's going across the line. And something's happened on the way in there. Jackson's come across the line in sixth.
I think Plato's off on his way to Darlington or something, because he's absolutely miles offline. He got nerfed out of the way, presumably, but we didn't quite see, and there's surely damage to that car. He's crawling along, car weaving around, and it's a really bad day. It's turned worse for Jason Plato.
Looks like the steering's damaged and possible damage on the front of Jackson's car, so we'll have to wait and see what happened there. We can get a replay of what happened at the hairpin. Here we go. This is onboard Jackson following Plato, coming up to the final section. Justice right-hander and the following left.
Got a long way behind here, isn't he?
Plato went up the side of Turkington. It wasn't Jackson, it was Plato going up Turkington. Ran over the wheels, the wheel arches sticking out, and that was it.
Let's take a look at it from on board here. Oh, that was up in the air. Nearly, well, it didn't.
Well, there was never any room there. There was never any room because Turkington was already defending the line, and it was also wet on the inside. Oh!
This was what happened to John George. That was a big hit.
That was a big hit, and he must have been frightened in the car, because when you lose it at that point, you're travelling at some 120, 130 miles an hour, and he just was a passenger.
Yeah, that was a big hit, and amazing how the front end of the car is actually, I mean, the wing was already off the car when he went into the tyre barrier there. Well, I gather that he is out of the car. That's good news. Oh, there's John. Well, that's great news.
Yeah, he's okay.
Very much, you know, he's a serious amateur racer. He comes from Par in Cornwall and loves his touring car racing, but unfortunately, he's been a few non-finishes this year.
Yeah, still manage a smile.
Yeah.
That's what we like to see. Great sporting spirit, and helping the marshals to move the car. Look, he's feeling guilty, bless him, for holding the race up. But I think the marshals are trying to find a towing eye on the front of the car, and there's not much that's structurally intact to attach it to.
Oh well, poor John. Well, he makes a long journey to each of these races, but unfortunately it's a very short race this time, race 3 of the day, and the marshal's doing another sterling job to get everything out of the way, hopefully. The safety car's still going around. We gather that Plato is in the pits. I wonder if they're going to be able to get him back out, or whether it's even worth trying. Let's just take another little look back at that change of lead, because of course Giovanardi was able to get past Rob Collard for the lead of this race just before the safety car came out. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Super brave through this chicane on the damp track, on slicks, just carrying the momentum, and the momentum takes him all the way down the straight, and he's on the left-hand side, so he's on the drier part of the track. Collard sensibly doesn't defend, and he's passed.
Yeah, that was good stuff by Giovanardi. Gave him a bit of space on the apex, but he was already through there. So Fabrizio Giovanardi takes the lead of the race, but Collard's still in a very, very strong second position at the moment, behind the safety car. Adam Jones is sitting third. You're just looking at the end of that, where Giovanardi was in the lead of the race. Really great style. You can see how it's pretty much dry virtually everywhere online, but still the odd puddle offline.
Yeah, quite a lot of patches, and of course the curbs on the exit are still quite wet as well. And here you can see the darker patches where it's definitely damp. A lot of mud gets brought onto the circuit there on the inside, and also here where the cars dip inside the curbing. And now look at the state of the track here on the inside. There's no way that Plato was ever going to get through on Turkington there.
So that was the completion of the lap, and then presumably he picked up the safety car. You can see the safety car lights down at the end, so that was him slowing down as he crossed the line and was picked up by the safety car. So